What's going on, Sha?
Nothing. Everything and nothing. How about you?
I'm chilling. I'm chilling. I'm excited today. Today is I think I mentioned it a while ago. Today's me learning how to do man stuff that I should have learned years ago day.
Oh,
Um
the car thing?
yeah, that's why I asked to move the recording time up.
Okay. All right.
So my cousin Kevin, he's a mechanic.
Mhm.
He has agreed to teach me three things today. He's gonna show me the penny thing in person.
Okay,
You know,
right.
he's like, "Hey, you gonna learn how to tell the this tire's trash." He
Uh-huh.
said, "I'm gonna show you the penny thing, and then I'm gonna show you the real way with there's like a tire tool that
Oh, what, the
measures."
gauge?
Yeah, he's like, "I got that. I'm gonna gift it to
Okay.
you."
Yeah, yeah. Okay, great, 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 great,
Then
great.
he's gonna show me how to change the oil,
Okay.
and then he's gonna show me how to change the brakes. So he said, "I'm gonna show you how to do the pad and
Okay.
the rotor." I don't know.
Yes, the
I think
rotor. Yeah,
right.
yeah, yeah. I didn't even mention the rotor. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, he
Mhm.
said if it's more than that, he's like,
You
realistically,
need
like,
you should
you
take
should
it
get
somewhere.
a mechanic. Yeah, he's like, I know
Absolutely.
how to do it, but you shouldn't do that. He's like,
Right.
yeah, like you a regular dude. He
Yeah.
like, you know what I mean? So, but he said he's like these things. He's like they take a while, but I do think you could do that on your own at home.
Mhm.
But after that, I would say go in. And
Yeah, yeah.
then we're gonna go. I'm due for my car inspection. So he's like, we're gonna take it to get inspected. So that'll be
Mhm.
proof that I did it effectively.
Okay.
You know, I'm excited. We're making it a thing. A
Mhm.
couple of cousins are coming over to laugh.
Sure. Yeah,
You
you
know,
gotta
it's
have
gonna
an
be
audience.
real talk. It's gonna be like a beer thing, so it's gonna be cool. Uh, People gonna be drinking, barbecuing while I'm trying to fix a car.
Okay. Oh, that's nice.
Real talk. I'm legit like excited. It's gonna be like a little guys' day. Uh, I low key. I also think a couple of my cousins also don't know, and they're just like, ha
No,
ha ha.
I
But
think we didn't get into it with the changing of the tire discussion, but I think a lot of dudes don't know how to change a tire,
yeah,
and I know how, and I'm not sure why I know how. I don't know, maybe my dad showed me,
okay,
perhaps, and I'm sure he did, and I'm not, like, speedy on the change up or anything. I'm no one's
yeah,
through, but I do know I do know the basics. I do know, alright, I need a big old rock to put it behind this tire because so it doesn't roll on me. I know the new cars are doing a thing now where there's one particular nut you gotta take off first,
yeah.
which didn't used to be the case. You used to be able to just take all of them off at any order, but now it's like, "Oh, this one has to come off first before the other ones do." Um, the take I know how to do it pretty quickly. I've done
Okay.
rain. Um, I've, uh, I've just because I don't know if my legs are good enough to stick one out to get some guy to stop and help me change a tire. I'm like, "Let me just go ahead and do it. Why would I sit here and wait for somebody to change this fucking tire for me?" And I'm hope on my looks? No, I don't trust that. Even if my confidence comes from within, I don't have time to show somebody that I'm a cool person so that they'll change my tire. You know what I mean?
Real talk. I feel you.
So let me just learn how to do that. But I have changed my tire in front of dudes who just straight up watched me
Yo,
and didn't know and not like in a, "Oh, let me help you do that," but just like in a, "Oh, so that's okay, and then you do that." And I'm like, "Oh shit, you were learning how to do this by watching me do this."
straight up.
Huh,
Yo, shouts to Shy, yo. Teaching the youth.
I guess. I guess. They weren't youth. A few of them were my age or older.
Hey,
They
you
should
know,
have known.
they should have known.
They
I
should
ain't
have
gonna
known.
front.
But you know what? I also never had a new car.
Yo,
So I'm like, "Oh, I need to know how to do these things."
yo, Shy, when you ask to be strong, God
Mhm.
don't give you muscles. He gives you an opportunity to be strong. You know what I mean? When you need to learn
Hold
how to
up,
fix a car,
slow down. Where did you where did you get that from?
I,
What
I mean, I mean, I feel like I've heard it in like 3 different movies this week or like podcasts or something. It's been in the zeitgeist on my like algorithm.
when you ask to be strong, God doesn't what?
Like God don't give you like muscles, he gives you an
Opportunity.
opportunity that require, you know.
Yo. I hate that, and I also kinda love that.
Real talk. I feel like I heard it like from 3 different voices this week.
Oh, were they all black women? This was
Real
like
talk.
something I've
Did
seen
one of
on a
them look
mug.
like Tyler Perry? You
Yeah,
know
like,
what
where why were you at Tyler Perry Studios? That's how they say hello to everybody.
I mean? Look,
Hello, when you
that is
ask
that.
for strength.
Yo,
Hallelujah.
yo, low key, I actually think that's right. I was researching Tyler Perry for something, so I think like my algorithm's a little weird.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, like I'm realizing now, like I've been getting a lot of like a weird blend of Medea and a lot of clips of Godfather of Harlem. Like,
Okay,
like that's my whole algorithm
okay.
this week.
Alright, I don't know exactly what Godfather of Harlem is, but I do know what Eric Adams' associate, um, w took a bribe, to have, like, a one-line speaking part on Godfather of Harlem, and she
Yo,
shut down the, is it McGinnis
okay,
Boulevard?
yeah,
They were, going to add a bike lane and a safety blah, 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 and she shut that shit down because the studios that are over there don't really want that work to happen on the street. So I guess that their trucks can come barreling through there. And so she shut it down, and in return, she got to do a one line on Godfather of Harlem, and I was like, "What the fuck is Godfather of Harlem?" First of
yo,
all, she
addicted to
yeah,
the show, shot.
but this isn't the same one who tried to bribe someone by putting a wad of cash in a bag of potato chips. That's a completely different person who was still affiliated with Eric Adams.
That's
That's
Eric
just
Adams, yo. Real
yeah.
talk. He got a brand. He like, yo, if you work for me, you can't.
Yeah, yeah.
Everybody doing this if you work for me. You know what I mean?
Right, don't come in here on some, "My hands are clean" shit.
Nah, if you in, you in. Okay.
So,
Oh, that's
anywho,
beautiful.
I know so I'm like and that's been in the news a bit lately. Um, so I wanna
Oh,
say that's part of the reason why maybe Godfather of Harlem is coming up for you, but it also I don't know what the show is about, but when I
it's all
saw the
about
woman who
Bumpy.
wanted to be on it, I was like, "What is this show?" I should look it up right now.
It's a show about Bumpy Johnson, starring Forrest Whitaker. Um,
Okay.
and yeah, it's incredible. First of all, I think Forrest Whitaker has. There's like an age where like I think all like a lot of old people look the same. So I think Forrest Whitaker looks like my dad the whole time. So that's got me
Okay.
watching it. He got like
Okay.
the same walk. Um,
Sure. Old dude walk.
yeah, I like it. He got like the same walk. They both rocking baldies right now. You know what I mean?
Oh my god, this has been on since
Yo,
2019?
real talk.
What was it on?
I think one of the like weird channels like Epics or something like that. But it's on
Okay.
Hulu right now. So
Oh, okay,
I'm in
that's
season
why
2.
people are got
Yeah, they
it.
seeing it.
Oh, it was on Epix, okay, and then it was on, um okay, so the first 2 seasons were on Epix, and then the 3rd season was on MGM Plus,
Yeah, yeah, they wildin'. They wildin' over there.
and then now the 4th season is on Hulu. All of it is all now it's on Hulu.
Straight up. There's I will say, overall I'm enjoying the show. I can't necessarily I don't know if it's good or bad. I just know I'm addicted to these type of stories.
Okay,
But there is a storyline in the show centered around a guy who wants to be a successful singer.
okay,
Talented guy. He could sing his ass
mhm,
off. He's trying to get a record deal and he has like a poppy song that he knows would get him signed. But right as he's about to get the record deal, he's starting to really get affected by what's happening culturally,
mhm,
and instead decides to write a new song about fighting back. And it
okay.
might be the worst song I've heard in my life. Like it is horrendous. I,
Really?
I cannot stress how bad this song is. And it becomes a vital part of the storyline, the whole first season and a half. It completely takes me out of the fucking show, shot. Like
Oh my
the
god.
show is And like I'm enjoying the show. I
Uh-huh.
like the cast is fire. I'm really into this shit. It like fills in a lot of blanks of like things that my
Okay.
favorite
Oh,
rappers
no,
rapped about.
this is what black people, older black people maybe, but black folks, and I hate to paint with such a broad brush, but we love gangsta shit.
Yo,
And I'm looking at the wiki page on this, and I'm just like, okay, the premise is a fictionalized story of the infamous crime boss Bumpy Johnson,
yo,
who in the early 1960s returned home from 10 years in prison to find that the neighborhood he once ruled was in shambles, with the streets controlled by the Italian mob. Ooh, we love that on top of everything.
real talk.
So he's got to take on these crime families, and then he forms an alliance with Malcolm X. Come on.
Real talk. Malcolm X and him are like the two most integral characters.
That's
And they
so funny. And
and
so I'm
so many
looking
guns.
at the people who are in it. Yeah, so your Bumpy is Forrest Whitaker.
Yup.
Giancarlo Esposito is Adam Clayton Powell Jr.
Every episode, killing it.
And Vincent D'Onofrio
Every episode, killing it.
is in it. This is wild. And then recurring people who have shown up. Paul Sorvino was in seasons 1 and 2. Luis Guzman, which you can't make this without Luis Guzman,
You
right?
can't. He in the whole
Chaz
first season.
Palminteri. Oh, we went back. We really pulled some people.
Yo, I'm telling you, the cast is strong. I'm with
Clifton
it.
Davis, Kevin Corrigan. Look, Method Man, of course, Method Man was on
Oh
the
yeah.
episode. Yeah, look, this is fantastic. I don't know if it's worth a bribe, but maybe I just haven't seen it yet. Maybe that's my bad. Was the artist named Lionel, the singer?
I think it was his last name was Green
Okay.
on the show. I don't think it
Oh.
was Lionel. I want to say it's
Oh, green.
like
Let's see.
Tommy Green, something like that. Instead of T,
Teddy Green.
yes, Teddy Green.
Okay.
That guy on the show
Uh-huh.
sings the worst song I've ever seen in my life. That
Oh,
like
I wonder
they
who
are
wrote that
trying
song.
so hard to make me believe that in one of the peak eras of music, this shit was like it kills at the Apollo. Like, yo, I was tight. Like there's no fucking way.
Okay, all
And
right.
he gets his record. Like we supposed to believe like he popping now. Like this song changed this dude's life. Got him out the projects
What's the
in
name of the
Harlem.
song?
It's called Rise. And I need you to see.
That's
Yo,
terrible.
it's already
Naming
terrible.
a song Rise. No one was naming songs Rise.
None of it doesn't fit the time period. It doesn't fit the good. It doesn't feel like good in your heart. It feels bad as a song. I agree with the message. That's
Okay.
that's what I hate about these songs. Cause like
is the message like a change gonna come or some shit?
Yeah, like that kind of energy, but bad. Like I'm like
Also, no one come from me. I know that there are songs called Rise. I know that there's a very famous one by Herb Alpert. I know that Biggie that they sampled it for Hypnotize. Don't come out as one of my favorite songs. Don't come for me.
yo.
I just want you to know that I know. Don't write nothing in the comments because clearly I don't read them. So
listen, I want you go watch the scene where he first premieres this shitty song. That like
I'm gonna look this up because it's on Hulu now, right?
Yo, yeah.
Okay.
When I promise you, it is the worst thing ever when you hear it, and like you're happy when it finishes. Like, man, thank God that's done. I don't gotta deal with that again. But they keep bringing it back.
So like, that was just playing throughout the season
because it's part of the story. Like, this dude, he gets arrested. He in jail, and the other dudes in the jail in the cell he's in, they telling him like, we protesters. You should join us in the protest. He's like, I don't do that protest stuff. I just sing. You know what I
mean? That's gross.
Straight up. And they like, so show us what you got.
What do you sing?
You know, and he sings that shit again. Oh, that shit crazy.
And the protesters were like, nah, we ain't doing that.
Real talk. That's what we hang it up, B. They deserve to beat us. You know what I mean? Real talk. That's what I got from it. Like this movement should have ended. Real talk. Yo, horrendous song.
Oh my
But they
god.
keep making it like fit in. Like Bumpy Johnson has like a young daughter. She's like a teenager, preteen.
Sure.
And like they show a scene of her like singing along to it on the
Oh,
radio.
no.
I'm like, yo, this can't be it, man. But besides that, the
Uh-huh.
show is great.
Besides
I
that.
would say watch it. The only thing I'll ruin for you is there is hope because my son walked in first of all when the song was being sung once. He's like, "That song's horrible, Dad." But I didn't want to say nothing because I didn't know if that was like a good song. I don't know much about like those older songs. I was like, "No, son,
Nope.
your
This is not
instincts were
a
right. That is a horrible song." And then he came back later, and we shared a beautiful moment when the guy gets shot, and like
Oh, no!
we
You
know
guys
we know that song will never be played again the rest of the show.
it just except on the at this funeral, I guess.
Real talk. So that's the only thing I will tell you about the show. It is a bad song. You will hate it, but
Okay.
there is a moment when that song will end. Uh because he he gets shot to death.
Now there you know what? I know you'll hate it, but there is a moment
Yeah.
when that song will end is honestly kind of just as uplifting as God. You ask God for strength, he don't give you muscles, he gives you this terrible song,
Real
but there
talk.
is a moment when the song will end. You just gotta make it through.
Low key, I think we wrote a song right now, son.
Well, it sounds horrible. Oh, great. Well, let me just throw a mustard on that beat and then we good.
Oh man, let's get into the news.
Alrighty.
Kicking us off, Mark Zuckerberg sues Mark Zuckerberg. That's right. Mark Zuckerberg, a bankruptcy lawyer from Indiana, has filed a lawsuit against Mark Zuckerberg, CEO of Meta. Mark Zuckerberg, the lawyer, the lawyer uses a Facebook commercial page to advertise his legal practice and communicate with potential clients. But his page has been disabled 5 times in the last 8 years since Meta's moderation system flags his account as falsely impersonating Mark Zuckerberg,
Oh,
the
that's
CEO.
wild.
Yo, Mark Zuckerberg is not impersonating Mark Zuckerberg because he too is Mark Zuckerberg. In his legal complaint, Mark Zuckerberg points out that he has been practicing law since Mark Zuckerberg was just 3 years old. He's like, it's not funny, says Mark Zuckerberg, the lawyer. Not when they take my money, this really pissed me off. You
Okay.
tell him. Go ahead, Mark. Mark Zuckerberg. Oh, yo, this is real. Mark Zuckerberg, the lawyer, has spent over $11,000 advertising his page on Mark Zuckerberg's Meta's platform. When Mark Zuckerberg's account is disabled for
Let me
yo,
tell you something. Everyone listening, every Mark Zuckerberg that Gastor is saying is in this article, and the person who wrote this article must have gone insane. Like, probably was like, "Oh, wouldn't it be funny instead of doing he, I can't do like he or whatever. What if I just write out the full name each time?" And I know it's just a matter of control C, control V situation. But I bet at first they were like, this would be hilarious. And then they did like a quick read through and they were like, I look like I'm insane. And then it came back around to hilarious. And I just had that moment of just like, yo, there's still so many more words. And everyone is just, oh my God.
Oh man, that hurts. Mark Zuckerberg still has to pay for the advertisements, even though his account has been disabled for allegedly impersonating Mark Zuckerberg. In his complaint, the lawyer shared a copy of an email thread from 2020 where he asks about his wrongly disabled account and references that he has been in touch with the platform since 2017. Also, if you happen to run into the younger, richer Mark Zuckerberg, tell him I said hi and he causes me great aggravation each day, said Mark Zuckerberg, the lawyer.
Wow.
Yo, that is personal.
It is personal. It's his name. Also, I mean, honestly, we go all the way down to like the last paragraph before they quote the lawyer Mark Zuckerberg and he says, I don't wish Mark E. Zuckerberg. So we could have had Mark E. Zuckerberg this whole time to tell them
Yo.
apart. But this author's just like hit him with the zuck, and so every one of them.
Second song we wrote on this show right away. Hit him with the zuck. Hit him with the zuck, zuck, zuck. Oh, hit him with the zuck.
Oh,
That shit hard, yo.
that's the name of our song. Hit him with the zuck. What a mess.
Oh man. He even created a website called IamMarkZuckerberg.com.
I am Spartacus. No, I am Spartacus.
Oh, this is awesome. I know we've kind of talked about. I know we talked about this before. You said there's another Shalewa you've dealt with.
Yeah,
That,
there are
you guys
other
are cordial.
they're out there. I mean, I went to the birthday party of another Shalewa because we discovered we I don't know if we went to the same preschool, elementary school, but um I believe this other one, maybe she came up in Boston, or maybe she was in Atlanta for a hot second. I forget how. We hadn't met before, but somehow we made some sort of connection
Okay,
on Facebook, and she was in New York, and she was like, "I'm having a birthday party. Do you wanna come?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'll come. I guess I'll
that's
meet you."
awesome.
We both had glasses, and, there were people waiting for her to arrive, and I knew no one, and I was just sitting there quietly, just trying to, because it was a very small place, and it's like, "If you aren't here for this, why are you here?" kinda thing, so I was just trying to sit in a corner, and people were like, "Oh, are you here for Shalewa's birthday?" And I'm like, "I am." And they're like, "Oh, it's nice to meet you. I'm so and so." And I'm like, "I'm Shalewa." And so that was weird. Um, but
That's
there are
fire.
other Shalewas, but also it's a fairly popular name, I think,
Okay,
in Nigeria. It's a Nigerian name, and there have been, like, characters on television shows named Shalewa. There was a pop song named Shalewa. Like, so it's out there for everyone who's like, "What a weird name. Where did you even find it?" And I'm like, "Eh, shut up." So,
you've been in these streets, baby.
but, I haven't had yet an issue with, because I'm using my last name. I mean, when I first started getting, like, opening up email accounts, I was like, I
Right.
could just put Shalewa in there, no problem. And I did for, my first one I think was Hotmail, and somehow it was taken, and I was like, how is that possible? So I had to do something else, and then Yahoo, same thing, it was taken. And I was like, well, this is egregious, because I didn't know about the popularity of the name in Nigeria.
Right.
But I got in there early on Gmail. And so I got in there real early with my name, which actually, sometimes my email's in shambles because of it. But
Hey,
but
you
yeah,
got it.
no one has, there hasn't been a Shalewa Sharpe yet
Huh.
to
Good shit.
destroy.
I know I'm a junior, so I deal with it with my dad.
Right.
I lovingly I've told him that I want to be the more successful one.
Yeah, that's fair.
You know what I mean? I was like, hey, like you my dude. I appreciate your work, but I have to win this. If only because like you've given me a head start. Like I think it's just fair. So yeah, I do want to beat him. And part of what I would like to think would be a mark of my success is if I get successful enough, I want someone to name a baby Gastor. I think that would be cool. Like, hey, yo, I'm a big fan. I named my kid Gastor. You know,
You want someone to name their kid after you?
definitely not after me, like as a
Oh,
friend, as
just
me
like
as an artist.
they like the name.
Yeah, like you know how like everybody's kid is named Aiden because like Sex in the City.
Oh god, I hope that's not why.
I'm
I think
positive that's why. I think all the women that are around my age heard that name on that show because he was like the second love interest.
uh-huh, okay.
And I never heard Aiden before Sex in the City.
Oh, okay. Okay. That's insane. But I mean, I not that you hadn't heard it. I get that for sure. Um uh but Aiden is one of those names that just, I mean, that's probably the most famous application of the name, but
Okay,
I think it was floating around with a bunch of weird names like that at the time.
okay,
And so everyone was just kind of snatching those names. Like, I can't think of a character in pop culture named Madison, but there were a lot of children suddenly named Madison. And they're
Mm,
all like kind of grown now in their 20s or so.
right,
But I don't know how that happened. But sometimes it's just like I want to give my kid a last name. You know what I mean?
right.
Like I want the first, and so it's just like weird. Just all of a sudden, there's just a glut of these kinds of names. Like all the Courtneys and Britneys that are my around my age or whatever. I remember entering school and just coming across all these Britneys and Courtneys, and I was just like, what are these names?
Hey, I'm still, by the way, a friend of the show, Courtney Farrington,
Yeah.
had my favorite show name ever. Hello, my name is Courtney,
Oh, all
hosted by
hosted
four
by 4
Courtneys.
Courtneys.
Yeah,
2 guys, 2 girls.
yeah, two guys, two girls, all
All
different
na
spelling, two different all like different races, like a whole bunch of different combos.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
and I generally thought they should have ran with it. I thought they should have hosted shows where they only book people with one name, like all
Well, I th
Davids.
COVID stopped it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
bring it
but
back.
yeah.
Real talk. Barrington, you ain't traveling the country no more.
Yeah,
You know what
well,
I
I
mean?
think one of the Courtneys moved to LA.
Yeah, word. Yeah, word. I think she did Wild 'N Out.
Yeah, yeah,
Ended
yeah,
up
yeah,
working
and
with
then I
them.
don't know where the other male Courtney went, but 2 of the Courtneys, the one whose idea it was McGinnis,
Yeah,
she's still around.
we need this back, Courtney's. But I love this idea. I'm really big on name stuff because like I have a non-traditional name as well.
Mhm.
Um, I know I've looked it up. I know like when Facebook popped off, I mentioned it I think once where like I started getting a lot of requests from Africa. And I
Okay.
found out it's an African last name. So like
Oh,
it was like it's not huge, but it is a thing in Tanzania.
okay.
Um, and like it was a big deal in like the 1800s there, so there's still some people left with it.
Oh,
But yeah,
interesting.
like when Facebook first got to Africa, like 3
Mhm.
years after I was on Facebook, it
Right.
finally got there, and then I got mad friend requests. I was like, yo, what's going on? It's weird. And then like when I would check the DM message, no idea what they were saying. None of it was in English. You know what I mean? And like after like the 10th dude, I was like, yo, what's happening here? Like
Mhm.
why you like what is this your name? Like this is my name. And they're like it's my name, you know? And they told me the whole backstory.
Oh,
Uh
okay.
but yeah, it's a thing over there. But I don't know anyone named Gastor where like, oh, that was on purpose. Like it's all like an accident
Right. So
always.
you would like it if someone was like, "I like this name Gastor." Well,
Yeah.
it sounds like that's how you I mean, even though you're a junior, it sounds like someone heard the last name Gastor and was like, "That's what I'm gonna name my kid."
No,
Uh,
it was a spelling error. I thought I talked about this. I think there's a book in the Dominican Republic
oh,
comes
right.
out every year with names.
Uh-huh.
And the day my dad was born, he one of the names was Gaston, and they miswrote it.
Oh,
He's
right.
Gastor. I'm a junior.
That's right, that's right. Gaston. Oh, wait, so French?
I think so. I think that was the
Yeah.
idea. Yeah, but
Okay.
for him, it was intentionally supposed to be that name and a first name.
Okay.
Gastor is a real last
Last
name, but
name,
it's
right,
rare.
as it turns out.
Yeah,
That's very
complete
funny.
random accident. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I
Yeah,
want to on purpose gas or somebody be like, hey, I heard this weird comedian in Brooklyn once when I was traveling. He was
I
cool.
do not want that smoke. I don't want that at all. I want nothing to do with the naming of your no. Mm-mm.
I want all of
No.
those parts. Low key, first person to name somebody gas store, I'm flying out to the birth.
Okay, see, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, that's insane.
That's awesome.
That I want nothing to do with your child. Just
Nah,
watch the
I want all the
comedy and
kids.
laugh. Just read whatever I've written and laugh. But no, if it means that much to you, great. But please, that feels there are a lot of things that I've taken in. Oh, of course, I haven't had a kid, but I've named pets, and
Okay.
I haven't named a pet after something that I love. And then I really only named the one pet. Actually, no, both of them came to me with names. Honestly, I named nothing. Okay, so everything in here is nameless. I don't want no ties. I don't want no ties.
Yeah, we learning a lot about you today, Sha.
I guess so. Hmm.
Oh man, in other news, NAH surgeon who had his legs removed to satisfy sexual interests is jailed for fraud. Okay,
What?
that
Hold
that
on.
headline's a roller coaster.
Wait, hold on. I need to, like, let me just say this again. NHS, so that's National Health Services. Okay, so this is British? Yeah, UK.
Yeah,
NHS surgeon who had his legs removed to satisfy sexual interest is jailed for fraud.
yeah. That's like 3 stories.
There's so much going on.
Okay.
Oh, wait. Okay.
That's
Okay.
wild. Okay,
Great.
let's try
You
it.
go
A
ahead.
surgeon, a surgeon who froze his legs so they would require amputation to satisfy his sexual obsession before making nearly £500,000 in insurance claims has been jailed. Neil Hopper, a 49-year-old vascular surgeon, was given 32 months after he pleaded guilty to charges of fraud by false representation. This related to claims made to insurance companies that his legs had been amputated because of sepsis rather than self-inflicted injury. He also admitted 3 charges of possessing extreme pornographic images relating to videos from a website called Eunuch Maker.
No, eunuch.
Eunuch Maker. Oh, that makes more sense.
Yes.
Oh, look at that. First time I see that word in text.
Oh,
Yo,
wow,
y'all seeing
really?
history. Yeah, I've never read. I'm not in this realm.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. Sure.
Real talk.
Why are you reading a bunch about eunuchs? That's
Real
fair.
talk.
That's fair.
I the last time I had a similar experience was in like 2002 when I found the rapper Necro and I went like on a deep Necro rabbit hole to understand that.
I
Um,
know who Necro is.
yo, Shy, your music is fire. Music,
I don't
yo, you
know
got it
what
all.
I just know who it is. Yeah, anywho, let's move on because that's
Yeah.
a whole other thing, if I'm not mistaken.
Despite reassurances from NHS officials, former patients of Hopper are now seeking legal advice over the treatment they received from him for fear it was not needed. At Truno Crown Court on Thursday, Judge James Adkin heard that Hopper was identified from investigations into Marius Gustafsson, who ran the website. Gustafsson was jailed for life with a minimum term of 22 years at Old Bailey last year for leading an extreme body modification ring. It carried out male castrations, penis removal, and other procedures on people as young as 16.
Okay, hold on.
Yeah,
All
there's a
right,
lot
so
going
let me
on here.
connect that dot before we get to whatever the sexual thing is,
Yeah,
which I think we have already hit upon. My man basically made up reasons to amputate for people
yeah,
for folks on as carried out male castration, penis removal, and other procedures on people as young as 16. So, um, okay, no, but that's what this crew did.
yeah. Like
Okay,
his home.
this
They were looking into another dude,
they were looking at another dude, found this guy.
and they heard of Hopper through that.
Okay, okay, so, huh. All right, I just looked ahead. The trust has said that criminal charges against him, this Hopper guy, did not relate to his professional conduct, adding there have been no evidence to suggest any risk to patients. However, former patients, including some who underwent amputations, have contacted the medical negligent firm Enable Law with concerns about their treatment. Um, and he dishonestly made a false representation to 2 insurance companies that his legs had been amputated because of illness rather than self-inflicted injury. In April 2019, he used dry ice to freeze his legs to the extent they were no longer viable and required amputation. This had long been an ambition of his, and he had a sexual interest in it. And then after the amputation, he made claims to insurers that resulted in payouts of £466,653.
Okay,
He spent the money on a camper van, a hot tub, a wood burner, and building works. My man, you cut your legs off and you got a hot tub
yo,
and a
that's
camper
different.
van?
That's different.
That seems dangerous. I'm sorry. That seems like a bad idea.
Yeah, I don't know how floating works, but I would like. Is it still like? Does your center of gravity change?
Ooh, that's a good question. Because
You know
now
what I
if
mean?
you've taken off half of the lower,
Yeah.
it's gonna sit lower. I don't okay.
Cause I like real talk, like if I did that, I would still like to be like in the water at the same height. So I
Right.
could like talk with my homies. You know what I mean?
Right, right, right. Can you
And like I like the element of surprise of like, oh nah, it's just that if I
oh my
got up.
god.
But
Holy
like if
crap.
I'm floating at like armpit level because my center of gravity changed.
Yeah, that's wild. Hey, man, uh, I look, I don't wanna yuck anyone's yum. This seems excessive for a nut, though. Can we
Yo, this is
agree?
wild.
This
Agree.
is I
To
feel
be
like this
clear,
is the wildest thing to do for a nut.
nah, this is a new new level. I'm not, and to be clear, I'm not laughing at the at yucking his yum. I'm laughing because I told Gabby, I said the phrase "yuck your yum," and Gabby was like, "Where did you say that? Get that?" And I said Shalewa, and so that was 2 days ago. So that's why I'm smiling. If it
Wow.
looks like
Hold on.
disconnected to the
Do I
article,
say yuck your yum enough?
you're the only person I've ever heard say that.
Oh, no. Oh, dear.
Because I said it like recently, and like Gabby was like, "Where's that from?" I was like, Shalewa says it on the pod when a sex kink comes up. You know what I mean? So,
Oh, no.
real talk.
Oh, boy, the things this podcast reveals. Um,
So I was like, "Yeah." So it
yeah,
was
I
like
don't
fitting. I was like, "Oh, I
yes,
like," because I like that phrase. That makes sense.
yes. It's like I guess it's the sex version of I don't wanna harsh your mellow,
Yeah,
right?
respectfully. That's all it
Yes,
is. Like, hey,
I don't wanna yuck your yum, but
I ain't mad at anything he did to him. Being real, I am mad if like, and we don't know this to be clear. This is what he's fighting. If
right.
he, because of his kink, did recommended surgeries that weren't fair to some of his
Some of this
patients.
right,
That
yes.
I think is grimy.
That's dangerous.
Yeah.
That's
Um.
super dangerous. I don't know. Huh. No, because that's still I don't know, it's such a fine line. Should you if you have a kink that is that specific,
Right.
should you work that closely to that kink?
Yeah. That's kind of like where I was at. Like I don't know.
I don't know where I sit on that because I mean, kinks are look, there's a I feel like there's a graphic that's just like a ring of kinks that
Right.
like a color wheel, kind of
Okay.
like a
Okay.
color theory
It's a
wheel
spectrum.
of
I like it.
where they fall and what in severity and all that kind of stuff. I really got it because I know I saved it, but that's like 2 or 3 computers ago. So who knows where that is on the external hard drive? But like, what? What? Like,
Hey.
it feels dangerous in that regard where you can affect someone's life in a major way because you got this kink. And that they turn you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
there's the dynamics are not good in this situation. But, I mean, I don't know. But then there who knows? It's
Because
mm,
ideally, he's someone that doesn't have this kink but
mhm,
understands it. Because then
right.
I like the idea of like, if you have this kink, having a surgeon who's like, "Yo, I got you."
I got you. I understand why.
Yeah, like I know other
Yes.
people ain't gonna approve it. Come to me. Like
I
that's
got
where I thought this was going.
right.
But if you
Yeah.
got the kink, you can't be the
Can
person.
you yeah.
You know what I
It's
mean?
I
Because then you
can't
just out here recommending it. Hey, yo, you need that cut off too, my G.
yeah. So then should you be kink adjacent but not of near the kink but not of the kink?
Yeah, you got to be an ally.
You gotta be an ally.
You got to be an ally.
Gotta
That's
be an
all it
ally.
is. You know what I mean? You could be the doctor, but the surgeon got to be an ally. Can't be the thing.
I gotta
I
be
think
honest with
that's
you.
fair.
I don't know whether to call this episode "Hit Him with the Zuck" or "You Gotta Be an Ally." We got a couple of real contenders.
Oh man. If you would like to have the first ever double named episode of the War Report.
Oh my goodness.
All you gotta do is like, subscribe to the show, baby. If you're an Apple Spotify listener, we appreciate your ratings 4 stars. You want to appreciate our writing skills. We dope. Okay? Coming up with gems on the spot, even songs. Okay? Far better than what you heard on The Godfather of Harlem, by the way. You know what I mean? 5 stars. You like the titles, and you are excited that guy died in a series that you haven't watched yet. I think it's great. Go check out the show, though. The rest of the show is good.
Yeah.
If you have any articles you want us to cover, please DM us directly on Twitter or Instagram at Silky Jumbo or at Gastor Almonte. With all that said, I am I'm honestly gonna try to write a better song than Rise. I think I can do it.
Okay.
Gastor Almonte.
Okay.
I set the bar low, you know. I think I can do that. With A&R, you know what I mean? Of my really, really like niche one song album.
Yeah, we'll get it. We'll get it out there. We'll get on all the platforms. We'll get it to college radio. We'll do what we gotta do.
It's instead of Rise, gonna be called Sync. You know what I mean? A down, anything like that. Other direction, all away from Rise is possible. Oh man, this has been an artistic and this has been an ally-friendly episode of the War Report. Catch y'all next time. Peace.